bring them sounds at one time.
I'm up early in the morning, to get the skrilla, blue face pillar, the blade dealer, make a nigga forfeit, cause I'm the realest. Hey, niggas talking short shit, I need a million.
Big stepper, yeah, bitch I be stepping. Coolin' kit with the flip switch, bitch that's the weapon. No drama.
Welcome to New York Giants Full Access.
This legend bring them sounds at one time.
I'm hard, and we got you. And that's it, man. Go purchase Big Pat Sports Talk merch and support the family, man. And welcome to Big Pat Sports Talk. Thank you for your support. What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk. And today we're going to be talking about the WFAN crew, Tiki Barber and his co-host. And they're going to be talking about the New York Giants drafting a quarterback in certain scenarios that other teams did that had success. And the guy on the left, he's going to be talking about the scenarios that it works. And Tiki Barber has some of his things that he says about the quarterback position. You know how we do. Big Pat Sports Talk reacts. So let's get into the video and we're going to talk about it. Let's go.
These quarterbacks, let this be a lesson for Tiki Barber, for Sean Morash, and for all my friends out there who are New York Giant fans. If you have the guts and you have the stones and you pick the right guy, trading up works. Let this weekend be your evidence.
Well, I think it's...
So basically, he's on a whole idea train of the New York Giants trading major draft assets to go up to number 1 or number 2 or number 3 from the 6th pick to go and get their guy. Maybe they like a Drake May, maybe they like a Caleb Williams or Jaden Daniels. And sitting here at 6 right now, it looks like we won't be getting one of those guys. I do believe the Washington Commanders, the Bears, and the Patriots will be drafting the quarterback. And sitting at 6, we will miss out on those top 3 quarterbacks who many believe are generational talents. Drake May at North Carolina, people love him. He does have the size, the 6'5", the good arm, the athleticism. Everybody knows about Caleb Williams. They think he's the next Mahomes. And Jaden Daniels coming off one of the most illustrious Heisman seasons in college football history. All 3 of those quarterbacks are intriguing. I'm one of those guys that he's talking to. I don't want to trade up and give up major assets to go get a quarterback, even though I wouldn't mind the Giants drafting a quarterback to move on from Daniel Jones or however you want to look at it. But we'll see what he's talking about.
It's a bigger conversation than just trading up. It's just taking a quarterback in the first round, especially when you have other needs for your team. Because
facts.
All those great names that you just laid out, there's so many that you just missed on. Right? You go back to the 2016 draft, because that's probably about the edge, because Jared Goff was the number 1 overall pick in that draft. Carson Wentz was number 2 in that draft. But Paxton Lynch was 26. Terrible. Right? Same as Jordan Love. Right? Mitch Trubisky. They moved up the Bears to get him. Terrible. Josh Rosen. I mean, is he even still in the league? I think he lasted 2 years, and maybe he was on the practice squad really in his second year. Sam Darnold, you guys know all too well about Sam Darnold. Dwayne Haskins, may rest in peace. Obviously, he passed away with the Skins. Now, obviously, the Commanders. Mac Jones, Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, Kenny Pickett, Bryce Young. Right? Taking a quarterback in the first round is such a crapshoot. It's one of those.
Yes, it is, Tiki Barber. Well said. I mean, you have plenty of quarterbacks that have not worked out in the first round, and a lot of people were just clamoring, you got to get a quarterback, you got to get a quarterback, man. There's so many examples of quarterbacks missed. Now, I'm not going to include Bryce Young. It was just his rookie year, but you got Josh Rosen, Sam Darnold, Zach Wilson, Mac Jones, Trey Lance. And that's just in this genre. You got Drew Lock, Haskins, like he said, may he rest in peace. Daniel Jones, if you want to include him in that. I mean, there's so many misses on the quarterback position. For every Patrick Mahomes, there's a Paxton Lynch and plenty other quarterbacks that did not work out as far as drafting a quarterback in the first round. Just because you draft a quarterback in the first round doesn't mean it's going to be a hit. Does it mean it's going to be a miss every time? No, because there wouldn't be a Joe Burrow. There wouldn't be a Josh Allen. There wouldn't be a Patrick Mahomes. Hell, Deshaun Watson early in his career. Lamar Jackson right now. I mean, C.J. Stroud. You know, it's such a crapshoot, but we're not just a quarterback away, and that's what me and the Big Blue Crew have been preaching. You don't trade up to the number one pick, and you have so many other holes on your roster. You don't have an offensive line to block for him consistently. You don't have consistent weapons. What is your philosophy on offense? Do you want to be a running team? You have Saquon Barkley, but now he might not even be here. So it's so many things that go into drafting these quarterbacks, man, that a lot of people are not taking into account because they see a CJ Stroud, they see a Jordan Love, they see Patrick Mahomes. These guys got to sit behind good quarterbacks for at least 2 years, and Jordan Love 3 years. Now CJ Stroud, on the other hand, they did a very good job building around him to put him in a position to win. DeMeco Ryans is turning out to be a pretty doggone good coach. He has things around him over there in Houston, and they're going to continue to build, and he's going to continue to go up in the quarterback ranks because they're doing the right things by him. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing like a Brandon Whedon or a Johnny Manziel or a Tim Couch like the Browns or a Zach Wilson, Mark Sanchez, or Sam Darnold like the Jets. They're not doing that. You know, so let's get back into the video, man. I understand where Tiki Barber's coming from. I actually understand where the other guy's coming from.
Those things where if the situation is perfect and he's the right player, it makes all the sense in the world. But the only way to know that is in retrospect, right? We can't know if the Giants move up into the top 2 or even trade with Chicago and go all the way to 1, that they're going to take the right guy or the guy that's going to pan out. I hear what you're saying, and you're right. It's worth it if it works out. But if it doesn't work out, man, it feels like it sets you back, dude. Well, it really does.
Yeah, it sets you back years on top of years. It does, unless you have a foundation like the 49ers. They were able to trade up major draft capital, go get Trey Lance and miss, but still have a Super Bowl caliber team. You want to know why? Because they had Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, top offensive line, good running game, top defense, great coaching. Great culture. They were able to do that, you know? So we're not in that position to do that.
Your answer, here's what your answer was. Can I surmise your answer and all I heard from you?
Go ahead.
I'm scared, Evan. That's what I heard from you. I'm scared.
Yeah. I mean, if that's what you want to take out of it, I guess. But no.
Well, I can afford to be scared if I have a guy that I kind of believe in Daniel Jones, even if there is a major injury question.
But wait a second. You kind of believe in Daniel Jones. Here's what I think is so fun
the only thing that holds me back, and I swear this, Evan, is the injury stuff. It's not. Oh, I don't think he has it. Oh, he's not smart. Oh, he makes the same dumb mistakes over. That's not what I'm worried about.
But the injury stuff's a big freaking deal. Like you act like, well, that's the only thing. Well, that's a huge thing.
But isn't it? I don't know if is it a big thing or is it a freak thing?
No, right? It's a big thing.
Is it Daniel Jones with his neck injury, which they have not been clear about, and it frustrates the hell out of me. Mm-hmm. And the more I heard,
that's a fact, Tiki.
Oh, this is it's not the same thing as a couple of years ago. Okay, but what the hell was it a couple of years ago?
Yeah,
right. And if it wasn't that, then what is it now? So that's the only thing that worries me is the obscure nature with which they address his neck injury.
Every situation isn't an ideal comparison, but let's play this game. We're all going to sit down this weekend. We're going to watch football, and we're going to watch great quarterbacks for the most part. We're going to watch a lot of great quarterbacks, and as I just laid out to you, 7 of the 8 guys were taken in the first round. 5 of those guys taken in the first round were involved in trade-ups. Now, think about when they were drafted.
This is where he makes a good point.
What the quarterback situation was in that moment as compared to where the Giants are right now. So the Buffalo Bills trade up from 12 to 7 to get Josh Allen. They were coming off a year in which they made the playoffs. Mm-hmm. They had a quarterback who was putting up pretty good success. In fact, I'd compare him to Daniel Jones. You may have heard of him. His name is Tyrod Taylor. And yet the Buffalo Bills said, we like Tyrod Taylor. We want an answer. Let's go get Josh Allen.
Now, Josh Allen did struggle mightily in his first 2 years. I believe they still made the playoffs one of those years. So you got to give them credit. I mean, the more I think about it, the more, they did trade up and get their guy. They were only at 12. They went up to 7. But the Bills still had a better foundation than what we have here in New York. But I get what he's saying right there.
When the Kansas City Chiefs traded up from 27 to 10, we all know they had a quarterback. His name was Alex Smith. It afforded Mahomes to sit for a year. The Chiefs were good. Then Mahomes took over. When Lamar Jackson was drafted, didn't the Ravens have a quarterback? His name was Joe Flacco. When the Packers traded up, need I say more, they had Aaron Rodgers. The other pattern is that when these teams traded up to get the guy that they thought was their future, they did it while having a guy on their roster that for various reasons they viewed as not the long-term answer. Alex Smith, getting older, not that good. Tyrod Taylor, he's not a franchise guy. Joe Flacco, he's getting older. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting older. Well, when we play this game, guess what I say? Daniel Jones, he's never healthy.
Yeah.
It actually...
So when you look at it in that retrospect, he absolutely has a legit point. He has a legit point. I'm not going to sit here and trash that point. The Chiefs traded up for Patrick Mahomes. They had Alex Smith. They were a very good team at that point, though. That's the only thing I have with that. When they traded up to get Patrick Mahomes, they had a ready-made team. They had a Hall of Fame coach. They had Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill. They had things there in place to let Patrick Mahomes succeed. And Patrick Mahomes was able to sit a year or two, and he came out, and the rest is history. Tyrod Taylor led the Bills to the playoffs. That's the closest situation to what our situation is. Tyrod Taylor led them to the playoffs, got hurt, Josh Allen comes in, the rest is history. Jordan Love got to sit behind Aaron Rodgers for 3 years. When they drafted him, were they thinking about sitting him 3 years? I don't know. But he was able to sit 3 years behind Aaron Rodgers. It's not like Aaron Rodgers was out the door when they drafted Jordan Love at the bottom of that draft that year. So I think our situation is totally different from those other teams. The closest situation is the Bills. And I will say this, if they know for a fact that that's their guy, go get him. But this guy makes some absolutely great points, and we're gonna end it right there with that. He makes some absolutely great points, and it absolutely makes me rethink about the trade up situation. I'm not gonna bash it like it's just the stupidest thing in the world. I'm still against it because I don't believe we have the draft capital to really give up to do that, and I don't believe we have the squad to do that. But I understand exactly where these guys are coming from. The Patrick Mahomes trade, the Josh Allen trade, the Lamar Jackson trade. It has worked, and he had facts to back up his claim, and that I can respect. That I can respect. The only thing I gotta come against that, those teams were in totally different situations than what we are. The Ravens were a good team. The Bills, I'm not gonna say they were a very good team, but they were better than what we were. The Chiefs were already a playoff team. Like, it's a whole different situation with us, and I just don't think we have the draft capital to pull that off, especially if the guy doesn't turn out to be that guy. We're gonna be in a whole heap of trouble if they do that and he flops. But hey, sometimes they say scare money don't make no money. Our GM even said that, so I'm not gonna be totally just be like, oh my God, it's over if we trade up for a quarterback. I will be a little disappointed, but I will be excited to see what that new quarterback is, because if they're willing to give up that much to go up and get that guy, then I gotta get 100% behind it, because maybe he's doing something that I don't see and they see. So Thank you guys for watching. This has been Big Pat Sports Talk Reacts right here on New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that big blue join button, man, and talk your talk with Big Pat Sports Talk. Go cop you some merch from the Big Pat Sports Shop. You seen it in the beginning of the intro. Go get you a hat, a hoodie, whatever you want. We got it at the Big Pat Sports Shop, man. Off season is here. Mock drafts are gonna be coming. Off season plans are gonna be coming. All that you need right here on Big Pat Sports Talk. New York Giants Full Access. All New York Giants needs right here. So thank you guys for watching. And until the next episode, you know what it is, man. Peace.
Legend, bring them sounds at one time.
I'm up early in the morning, to get the skrilla. Blue face pillar, the blade dealer. Make a nigga forfeit, cause I'm the realest. Hey, niggas talking short shit, nah, I need a million.
Big stepper, yeah, bitch, I be stepping. Cooling kit with the flip switch, bitch, that's the weapon. No drama.
Welcome to New York Giants Full Access.
Legend, bring them sounds at one time.
I'm hard, and we got you. And that's it, man. Go purchase Big Pat Sports Talk merch and support the family, man. And welcome to Big Pat Sports Talk. Thank you for your support.